I'm Mike Mizek with the local news. We're here at Pittonkatonk 2026. We're going to enjoy some of these nice bands. We're going to ask people what they think about John Fetterman. Okay, we got the May Day marching band. It's probably the third appearance on TLN. Nice to see him playing here at Pittonkatonk. Mike Mizek with the local news. And who am I talking to?
Daniel Mitchell.
All right, today we're walking around. We're asking people, what do they think about John Fetterman? What's your general impression of John Fetterman?
I'm surprised he has time to do anything between eating all those Palestinian babies.
Okay. All right, so not a big fan, not a big fan. If you could send him a message, if you could tell him something, what would you say to him?
Retire and do something else.
Who am I talking to?
Maggie Linegretti.
And we're asking people today, what's your general impression of John Fetterman? What do you think of John Fetterman?
I think he's an absolutely horrible representative. Has gone back on everything he said he was going to represent when he was seeking vote. And so I think our region is ready to vote him out. And honestly, I think most of us probably voted for him because Giselle was actually a pretty nice person and actually had a lot of good heart and a good, immigrant woman. I've met her. Her story is incredible. So I wonder, are you okay, girl? Do you need help? Do you need out? He sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. You think it was like people gave him the benefit of the doubt and mostly liked his wife a lot more and agreed with his wife?
I think he had a good appearance to seem progressive. He had, obviously his wife helped with that.
Okay, so if you could give a message, if you could say something to John Fetterman, if he was in front of you right now, what would you say? What would you say?
Resign.
The rim of the world, turn around, my friends, and notice with your own eyes the food and beverage trucks. Are you wondering how to support the bands? Well, right here is Mariposas Galacticas merch tent. Send them back to Philadelphia and New York City with cold, hard American cash for gasoline. You guys ready to rock and roll? I'm gonna get out of the way. Put your hands together for Mariposas Galacticas, Space Butterfly.
Tu boquita sabe a hierba buena.
What's up, Pittonkatonk? What's up, Galactica? This is our first time in Pittsburgh. Y'all are fucking amazing. We're gonna ask you to join us in singing on this song here because we believe in Philly, as I think you do here. We need to be together. We need to be together, united across differences, across borders, across boundaries, in both the good times and also in the bad times. So you're gonna sing En las malas y en las buenas. You're gonna sing with Ari over here. Here we go. Yo quiero que tú luches por tus compañeras. En las malas y en las buenas. Yo quiero que tú luches por tus compañeras. En las malas y en las buenas. Yo quiero que tú luches por tus compañeras. Quiero que tú luches por tus compañeras.
La fuerza de tu abuela que corre en tus
En las malas y en las buenas.
La fuerza de tu abuela que corre en tus
En las malas y en las buenas.
No quiero que el machismo te dé muchas penas. No quiero que el machismo te dé muchas
En las malas y en las buenas.
penas. Tu vocación que se empoderada y plena.
En las malas
I'm Mike Mizek with the local news. That's what it's called, the local news. And who am I talking to?
Hey, this is Joni Libovic from the Mariposas Galacticas in Philadelphia.
And tell us just a little bit about your band. You just had a great set.
Thanks. Yeah, no, we were so pleased and honored to be able to play here at Pittonkatonk. It's our first time playing in Pittsburgh. Amazing crowd, amazing event, incredible community, so much love and energy, creativity, diversity. I mean, like, this is like a microcosm of Pennsylvania, you know, and it's beautiful.
It's one of my favorite events, period, pretty much. So coming over from Philly, we've got this guy over here. His name's John Fetterman, and today we've been asking people what their general opinion is of the guy.
He's betraying his voters. He's betraying his constituents. Not only did I vote for John Fetterman, I organized for John Fetterman. I canvassed my neighborhood for John Fetterman. I had the bumper sticker. I talked to my neighbors. I was knocking on doors. I was excited for his candidacy, right? And he completely betrayed his entire voting base, has been voting more in line with Republicans. I don't even care about the party line, but he's completely turned his back on Pennsylvanians and our interests, and not to mention our nation and our economy. And as you know, I play in a klezmer band. I'm proud to be a Jewish person, a Jewish voter, and I strongly oppose military aid to Israel from the United States. And John Fetterman doesn't know what the heck he's talking about, and what he's doing is bad for the Jews.
Do you think what was the first thing that you saw from him where you were like, oh, maybe he's not who I thought he was?
Definitely, we've been holding rallies at his office in Philadelphia, rather, you know, on like a monthly basis, turning out lots of people, all ages, all demographics, to let him know. We call him on the phone, he doesn't answer. You know, we knock on his door, he doesn't make time to see his constituents. What is he doing? Is this a democracy or not? You know, does he represent us? No. He represents corporate interests and the military-industrial complex. It's a shame. It's a shanda.
If you could give him a message, if you could say something to him, what would you tell him?
I would tell him that it's not too late to resign. And I want to say there's no shame in resigning if you do it honorably and respectfully. And if you give the voters a chance to, you know, have an actual representative who represents our interests.
He unfollowed me on Twitter. I was calling him Apartheid Shrek for like 2 years. He finally unfollowed me. What do you think about that?
I think that's hilarious. I'll follow you. I'll follow you. Honestly, Apartheid Shrek is an insult to Shrek. Free Palestine, go Birds, abolish ICE. Thank you very much.
Mike Mizak with the local news, and who am I talking to?
I'm Alex Korshin.
Okay.
I would say my opinion of him is overwhelmingly negative. I think he's been a huge disappointment and has betrayed his voting base, especially the working class and the immigrant class. And I simply can't understand how a man who married a formerly undocumented immigrant can support the policies that he's supporting right now, which is directly harming immigrants in our community.
Is there like a moment when you realized that, oh, I don't really agree with this guy? What was the first thing, do you think?
I think the really defining moment was a couple years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, when the genocide in Gaza began, and protesters went to protest outside of his office or his residence, I can't remember, and he stood on top of the roof with an Israeli flag, just sort of digging his heels in.
Fetterman, you can't hide! You're supporting genocide! 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 Fetterman, you can't hide!
Man up and be an actual human being and think about having human morals and the people who you're representing. We're real people. So just grow some moral fiber, John Fetterman.
All right, I'm Mike Mizak with the local news, and who am I talking to?
Mike Cummins.
All right, Mike. And we've been asking people today your general opinions on John Fetterman.
I was actually a pretty adamant supporter of him all the way back in the days of Braddock and some of the mixed record, but some really great stuff he did for Braddock. Met him personally a few times at Bernie Sanders rallies, different things. I was like pretty excited actually about somebody who looks like a working class person who's just not bothered by all the norms and had a pretty progressive message. Always kind of sucked on Israel in my opinion, but like overall pretty good, right? And then he has a stroke and has brain damage and becomes basically a Republican, and I'm like, I don't know what, I mean, that is like the perfect illustration of Republicanism these days. Today's MAGA Republicanism, right? Like, brain damage causes it, apparently. So yeah, all I see these days is him doing things that piss off the base that elected him, which is a progressive base, not the centrist corporatists. And the only people supporting him are like MAGA supporters. They're like, he's the only one making any sense. And then he just the other day said he won't switch parties. So I mean, he's kind of done, right? Like he can't win a primary. And if he ran as a Republican, he might win, honestly. Like that would be actually kind of scary. I think he might actually be able to win in Pennsylvania if he switched parties. But if he stays in the Democratic Party, he's gonna get routed in the primary. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Working Families Party has said that they're going to back a primary challenger for Fetterman. Do you have any ideas on who you'd like to see in that or anything? If you have any thoughts on that.
I mean, there's some people I'd love to see run, but I also don't want to see them leave their current roles. So like Summer Lee comes to mind. There's we have some great reps here. They're also doing great work here. So I'm always torn about that. I'd love to see just a young upstart come up. It's not usually how it works in the Senate, but it can happen. Grand Platner's doing it in Maine, right? He has no political history, and he's taken the state by storm. So that's what I would love to see, is keep our current great people in their roles and bring in somebody who's just going to take the party by storm. But it's really hard to fight the Democratic establishment to make that happen.
Fetterman is like historically unpopular, so it's like I feel like a way bigger window right now for someone to come in who you might not see otherwise in other times.
My concern about that is that going to be a corporatist, centrist Democrat that comes in with a lot of money backing him? Because that, the corporatist, right? The corporatist Democrats do not want people like what John Fetterman ran to be. They do not want those candidates, and they see that as an opportunity too. Him being so unpopular to get someone more moderate back in. So that's my concern. But I think at the same time, people were so excited about him, and he did win on the left, coming in and saying, "Hey, let's get a real progressive in there." He proved that a real progressive, right, by what he said and sort of most of his history, can win statewide. So I think it's also an opportunity to get someone even more like solid left, even on Israel, and not, waving an Israeli flag off his freaking container house.
If you had something to say to him, what would you say to Fetterman if he was here right now?
Resign. It's the only message I have for him.
Resign again.
Resign and get help. Like he needs help. It's sad. Like I tried to support him through the stroke, everything, and like his recovery and like some crazy stuff. I was like, okay, he went through a traumatic thing. I'm sympathetic. But he's just gone off the deep end since then. So like, no, it's time. Get some help and resign. You're not fit anymore for this office.
All right, I'm Mike with the local news, and who am I talking to?
Mark.
And Mark, we're asking everyone the same question today. What is your general impression of John Fetterman, what he says, what he does?
Incredibly hypocritical, very disappointed in him. Yeah, that's my overall.
Pretty much. Were you a supporter before?
I always disagreed with him on certain things, but I preferred him over the alternatives. When I first moved back to Pittsburgh like 25 years ago, I was an urban farmer, and I did some work in Braddock with him, and he came out and he helped people find houses who wanted to move to Braddock. He was a super cool guy, but then as I looked into his politics, I realized we diverged on a couple things, but just the willingness to blatantly disregard the will of the people he's paid to represent is pretty devastating.
Okay, so you worked with him a little bit before. When do you remember what it was that at first when you realized that maybe you guys didn't line up as much as you thought you might?
Oh yeah, there was that controversy about him pulling a guy on his own in his own neighborhood, and I was like, that's not cool, John. What's really going on? But the fact that he was getting tattoos of people's names that were killed in his district, I was like, okay, this guy's about it. You know, he's not leaving. So that was interesting. I mean, I always disagreed with his views on Israel and Palestine. Like, he's a hardcore Zionist, always has been. That's not new. So I wasn't surprised by that. I'm still disappointed by it.
If John was here in front of you, if you could send a message to Fetterman, what would you say to him?
Yeah, don't be so disrespectful to the people that you're paid to represent. Like, he's like incredibly belittling, and to come from like a 6-foot white dude, that's like so patronizing. Like the patriarchy and the white privilege just reeks on that dude. So not cool, especially because his wife's so cool. Like, she does so much for the community. Like, listen to your wife, dude. Stop talking, listen to your wife.
Listen to your wife, listen to Giselle.
Pittsburgh is like a space colony that's been left behind with a dwindling water supply and no shortage of freaks. Woo! All the way from San Juancito, Colombia. The psychedelic cowboy experience of Jason.
quedé sin abarca y sin sombrero.
No pude conseguir la muchacha.
Me quedé sin abarca y sin sombrero.
No pude conseguir la muchacha.
Por andar de enamorado se fueron mis compañeros. Por andar de enamorado se fueron mis compañeros. Yo me quedé sin plata y sin un trago.
Entonces tuve que peñar el sombrero.
Yo me quedé sin plata y sin un trago.
Entonces tuve que peñar el sombrero.
Oye, mariposas, cumbia tropical. Y que viva la cumbia.
I'm Mike Myzak with the local news, and I'm here with.
Oh, hello. Am I supposed to introduce myself? My name is Jason. Hello.
Hi, Jason. What's up? Today we're asking, what's your general impression of John Fetterman? What do you think about John Fetterman?
Well, as an ogre, I feel like he's needing some kind of like a rich collaborator, a donkey type. I think that he's fallen off the track in his swamp kind of essence, and he just needs some rich encouragement from someone who will push him away from the crassness that an ogre tends to inhabit.
So you think he needs more of a donkey to sort of soften him in his hard way?
Like a donkey, gingerbread man, some kind of a non-negative John Lithgow-voiced force. The problem is the Palpatine-like essence of the DNC has pushed him towards this irreconcilable ogreness, and he needs to step out of that and become, I guess, a prince. But I don't really believe in royalty, so it just is like there's a lot of influence that could be bestowed upon him.
The Levi's Corporation.
Levi's was doing a bang-up job for pushing his image towards something like hip, cool, yeah, a little bit radical. Maybe he would have been a skateboarder, you know? Senator to skateboarder. I feel like it would have been pretty impressive to see him do an ollie or a kickflip.
Not John. Do you have something you'd like to say to him? If you could give him a message, what would you say to Mr. Senator Fetterman?
I know that you love the swamp. You know, you're wanting to get in there. You wanted to let that be a part of you, but you gotta step away from it and be the fairy tale. Well, not king, but I don't know, pauper. You should be more of like a pauper. Come on down to our level. You're like a monolith of a man. You need to be a human being again. Stop being such a I don't know, a bloated, fetid corpse of a man. Really, I don't know. Your politics they're a broken thing. So, Donkey, if you're out there, this is to you. Get thee to Braddock immediately.
of Detroit Party Marching Band madness. Everybody put your hands together. This is a real treat. We are welcoming to the grass the Detroit Party Marching Band.
sweater vest, an incredible sweater vest, and his mom made it, which is incredible.
She's a world-class garment maker, in my opinion.
My mom loves to do this too, and she makes me stuff all the time, and every time I'm like, this is the best thing in the entire world. I hope I have it forever.
I did see you're wearing the fuck ice pin.
Yeah.
We are asking people their opinion on John Fetterman today. Would you like to answer that or no?
I wish that he would do something that was useful for us. I had hope for him when he was elected, and he has done nothing of value. And I really wish that we could say differently, because I feel like he was a controversial pick, and we got him in, and I was really excited for that. And then he did absolutely nothing, and I really wish that we could say differently.
The hot rotisseries on Snap, EBT, that's not enough for you? The hot roti, did you hear about that?
No, I actually have not.
U.S. Senator John Fetterman and other lawmakers are championing a new piece of legislation named for a staple of grocery stores across the country. Co-sponsors of the Hot Rotisserie Chicken Act, that's what it's called, say it's meant to allow recipients of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, to purchase hot rotisserie chicken with their benefits. This bill, which is sponsored by Fetterman, one other Democrat, and one Republican, does not increase funding or participant eligibility for SNAP, nor does it allow any other hot foods to be eligible for purchase using SNAP benefit.
You can now get a hot roti with using your EBT.
Okay.
And he led the charge for that. They passed it.
Cool. Awesome, I guess.
Yeah, you don't think that's enough?
He has a lot. He's in a position of power, and I just wish he would utilize it, like, for more. There's a lot of struggles in Pittsburgh. I think a lot of people deserve. I love Pittsburgh. I love living here. It's an amazing city, and I just wish that he was doing more for the people that actually live there and showing up. And I feel like he's not really doing that.
And then we've also been asking if you could send John Fetterman a message, and what would you say to him?
Show up. I think that the best thing you can do for the people that you love is show up, and if he really cares about the people of this city, he would be doing more of that.
And who am I talking to?
Laura.
And Laura, you had a message for people about who donated to John Fetterman. What was that?
Well, you can request your money back that you donated from him, right?
Okay, so you can request it back from his from his campaign, right?
From the campaign. You can request the donations if you are extremely dissatisfied with his performance. And if he's not what you donated for or voted for, get your money back.
You can get your money back.
Giselle, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Hit that subscribe button and sound off in the comments. What's your opinion of John Fetterman?
I like that every May Day marching band song now has like a Carlos Santana guitar solo in it.